next chapter in 4 days, 10 hours, and seconds counting. Next chapter. So, I guess I can watch my videos. Maybe. Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. It's your boy, Because Evan here. Super excited to have you back. This is your first time on the channel. Great to have you here. I post photography and creative content every week. I'm sorry I haven't posted in the last week. I did a vlog and then I went around, took a lot of videos. Then by the time I got home, I realized that the videos didn't have audio for some reason. My microphone shut out and wasn't recording, so I'm sorry about that. But I promise to post more than one content in the next 1 week. That's it. Let's get into the video. So on my own, as I always am, just chilling, checking out what's going on in our world, and then I see this notification pop up about the Nikon Z6II and Z7II. Anyways, anybody who watches my channel knows that I always call out Nikon on how bad their cameras have been, and what's up with their products. They're not doing anything new compared to what we're seeing from Sony and Canon. Sony has released about 2 cameras in this period, and Canon has also released 2 magnificent cameras. Both cameras have been fantastic. So I asked Nikon like, what's up, and Nikon answered me a few days ago, about a week ago anyway, with this countdown on their website. So we're expecting Nikon Z6II and Z7II. Now I have to say that the future for Nikon is either very, very good or very, very bad. If they cannot fix most of the stuff that people complain about in their cameras, and they run into this next batch of cameras and just sell out cameras, I think their problems will get even worse. Okay, so now how do we quantify what to expect or what we expect Nikon to do? Because most times you would think that the company has gotten their together and brought out a fantastic camera, but at the end of the day they still don't have it. If I'm going to be honest, I actually thought that Nikon would fold, but they didn't fold. They are coming with new stuff. So let's quickly look at the specs of the Z6 from 2018 so I can see what to expect 2 years later. Now, like, the standard specs for these cameras look fantastic. If I'm going to be honest, it's 25 megapixel full frame CMOS sensor, ISO 100 to 51200, and it's expandable to 200 to 4,800. It has 5 axis sensor shift image stabilization, a 3.2-inch tilting screen. We've got a 3290K electronic viewfinder rather, 12 frames per second continuous shooting, 4K UHD video, 10 bits 422 at 4K, has built-in Wi-Fi, and it weighs 605 grams, which is pretty heavy, but that doesn't really matter. So people do not really care about how heavy the camera is, but this looks like solid specs. So the big question now is, what was actually wrong with Z6? Now here's a few complaints I think I was able to gather from most of the guys who bought the Z6. The first thing was lenses. Like, everybody complained about lenses. Most of the lenses that you get for the Z mount were base lenses, native lenses that couldn't really do much. You're getting 1.8 lenses, and even the new knocked lens that they released sometime last year or thereabouts still didn't cut the thing for most people. So I think if Nikon is going to do better with Z6II and Z7II, we see new lenses to go with these cameras. There has been a rumor of a 24mm 1.8 camera lens in the making and all that. So there have been rumors about 2 premium lenses that should drop with this camera. So I haven't confirmed that, so I really don't want to just spill the beans on that yet. But I know that there's a possibility that they will bring some premium lenses with this camera so that people do not have to complain about that again. The second thing I think needs to be fixed, like what I expect Nikon to do for these new cameras, is autofocusing. I think autofocus on the Z6, I never used it, but um, that has been Nikon's major problem. That's never ever been their strong point. Autofocus, they always mess it up. At some point they brought in IAF, that's eye detection, but well, if we are going to be honest, that one too was not as perfect as you expect it to be. So, so what am I saying? I'm saying that for the Z6II, Z7II, Canon needs to up their autofocus technology if it's going to sell better, if it's going to do better in the market, if they are going to redeem themselves. Okay, so autofocus, they need to do real-time tracking. I mean, look at what Sony does with autofocus. There is no other company in the world that does autofocus like Sony. Canon has started catching up too, based on new cameras they released recently. So if you understand what I'm saying, Nikon, and now I realize that okay, you guys watch my videos. I'm still saying that. Anyways, now that I realize that you guys watch my videos, please fix autofocus. That is like the most important part of this camera that will change the game for your company and other photographers. Thirdly, I think they need to work on the LCD technology as a whole. Actually, most of the tech features from the Z6 were not that wonderful. We're still having a what's it called, a joystick, and while that was quite in the right place, what probably came from a very good place, but I think give me a touchscreen LCD. We're not sure how much this camera would cost yet, but give me a touchscreen LCD that allows me to track focusing. Most of the Canon and Sony cameras already do this. So just as an improvement on the autofocus thing I said earlier that I was talking about, I think you should give this camera a touchscreen LCD that allows you to adjust focus rate, because that joystick to adjust focus just feels a little 2001, 2002 for me, man. If you're going to release a camera between 2018 and 2020, I think you should have a touchscreen LCD that can adjust focus and make things easier for the photographer. I mean, it's technology. Technology needs to evolve. We can't keep using the same thing over and over. Then the two final things I think we should expect from this camera is a grip. Yeah, the ergonomics. While the ergonomics on this camera were quite alright, using it with the grip that is available for it was not the best thing. It was not a comfortable thing. It just felt absurd. So I think Nikon needs to come up with a better grip that allows you to manipulate and hold the camera even better, because the reason grips were created was to help create a better hold on the camera. So if you give me a grip that is not doing better for me, it's just adding to the size of the camera, I think that is a total waste. And that's what happened with the Z6 and Z7. That's the base version of this camera. So if you're having a second generation, second version, please bring a grip that works. And also SD cards. This is 2020. Nobody's giving you single SD card slot anymore. This is 2020 Nikon. Let's see double SD card slot. Let's see a CF Express card. Okay, card slot, so that because cards can fail, cards can get full on your travels, and nobody likes that. So I think if Nikon gives us a double SD card slot, probably one with the CF Express, or even two dual SD card, that would be that would be wonderful. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I think that's that for that. If Nikon is going to create a good camera, it has to carry all of the stuff that I have mentioned. If they miss out on a single one of it, it's going to be a bad thing. Um, the cameras might still sell, it might still work, but I think that it would affect them in the long run, because they have had these problems over time. It's not a problem from one camera. It's something that we've seen with Nikon over and over again. They have a few good cameras. I'm going to be honest, I diss them a lot. I'm sorry about that if you're a Nikon user, but I think
Nikon are giving themselves a chance at redemption. There's also leaked um, a leaked rumor about a Nikon Z9 that is set for about this time next year. And if you see the specifications on this camera, you will be absolutely, what's the word, blown away. I don't know if I should talk about it in this video or dedicate another video. If you'd like to know the specs of this camera, please say so in the comment section below. But for now, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think about the next chapter for Nikon, what specs you expect to see, things like the other important things like megapixels, image stabilization, all that stuff. Let me know in the comment section below, and I will be watching out for the Nikon release of the Z7II and Z6II. I'm watching out for that release so that I can do a video. Hopefully I do a video that day so I can talk about everything that Nikon said about the two cameras. If you'd like to see that, also say so in the comment section below. Smash like button on this video and subscribe, turn on post notifications so that when new videos drop, you'll be the first to know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.